can say I'm tripping today. I'm tripping today. 60 pounds. The big boy. I'm doing 60 pounds and I want to punch somebody's head off. Ah! What up, y'all? And the cops. Catnip. What's up? I won't. But it is big weight though. 60-pound kettlebell. So I might hurt myself, but it happens. But I'm well prepared. I'm all stretched out, so appreciate it. Prime Noodle, what's popping with you? I'm chilling. Not really chilling, but you know I'm working out though. You feel me? Just doing some kettlebell rows. On my channel I got boxing videos and I'm doing these kettlebell rows so I can punch the skin off of somebody. Because when you're doing your rows, you're working your lats. So when you throw a punch, you're using that muscle to throw that punch. And you're throwing your jabs, you're throwing your hooks, throwing your cross, throwing your right hooks. So you're throwing all these punches, this is going to be strong. So I throw it, boom, boom, all that power coming from back here and my core. I'm throwing up punches. So boom, core all the way up. So that's what I'm working on, baby. Big weight. Big weight. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, bet. Appreciate that, Wes. I got you. Let me know if that's better. Um, Depends. Prime noodle depends. I can like my fastest mile time is 6:54, and then but the most miles I ever ran at one time was 10. See, Bass, what up, man? I'm working on punching power right now. Yeah, I'll make sure not to overwork my muscles. 20 miles? God damn, the most I ever did in one time was 10, and I only did that once. I'm gonna turn my music down real quick. Yeah, while you're focusing on your form. But yeah, 20 miles is nuts. But I wanted to start these heavy, and then I'm gonna go to my 30-pound kettlebell. But this kettlebell I'm using is 60 pounds. And I think this is gonna be my last set with these, and then I'm gonna jump to the 30, and I'm gonna just go back and forth, no breaks, just to max out. But I'm working my rows so I can work this muscle for the punching power. Like, I don't know if I know how big, I don't know if I know who Deontay Wilder is, but he has freakish power, if you know who he is, right? And if you look at how he's built from his back is like, it's crazy. Like, his back sticks out. His back sticks out, and it's just like, dude looks like, I can't even explain it. It looked like that's all he worked out is his back. It looked like all he do was pull-ups. Truly. But there was a breakdown where it showed that's where all his power came from. So when he threw his punches, his back was so defined and toned that when he threw his punches, like, his back was so strong that nobody could take that power. So that's what I'm working on today. Building up that strength. But still, no matter how strong you are though, like, if you don't have technique, you won't have power. You do more weightlifting or calisthenics. Bro, I do both. So like, yesterday I just did 300 push-ups. Um, and that was like max. That was like maxing out, like 300 push-ups in a day. Like if I can get them done in like an hour, that's like a good workout for me. But right now I'm lifting, but they're strategic lifts, so I don't do any lifts for no reason. Like this is specific for like my training. So like I'll train specific to what I want to do. So if I want to build punch, if I want to get stronger punching, I'm going to do exercises tailored to that. But if I just want to lift a little bit, I'll do every lift under the sun. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but I just did 300 yesterday. You gonna cook me? Hey, I ain't ducking no action with you though. She started streaming. I ain't ducking no action with you though. But shit, man. I want to. I can't lie. I want to. I don't pull those. When'd you do them? If I could do my pull-ups right here. I got a little stand. I can hit my little. Oh shit. I can hit my little. Hold on. Yeah, I can hit my little pull-ups right here. But I'm almost touching it in here. Kind of hard. You gotta keep it. You gotta keep your core activated the whole time. It's a little bit harder. But you know, that's light cheese though. Light cheese. I'm switching out. I'm switching out from the 60 pounder. I'm switching out from the 60 to the 35. At this point, it's just going for max reps now. But I used the 60 to get me fatigued, and now it's just 15 straight minutes of torture. A little bit different, but if you got those, like if you only got dumbbells, like what I recommend, if you only got dumbbells, um, I would recommend like core. I would recommend like core activation. So if you go 35, I would do overhead presses. Like if you got lighter ones though, like go light for the 30 for the overhead presses. But that's like keeping you stable through here. And if you're just going up, you can clank it up at the top. That'll give you some good work. And then if you got 55 on each arm, if you got 55 on each arm, you know, I would lunge, but like going straight. Like I would just lunge and I would just keep going. I would keep put each one on each side, each dumbbell on each side if you got that. Or one side. So you activate your core, you don't let your, for example, I'll show you. Like if you got something that'll lay you down on one side, you want to tighten your core to where you're even. But now, all of this side of my core is being worked as I'm walking. And you want to stay straight. My core is activated like this. Activate your core, and this is working on your core stability. So you can't be swayed either way. You can work your core this way too. I wouldn't recommend it, but you know, walking straight, keep your core tight, going backwards, keep your core tight. So I don't sway either way. So I'm not swinging. You feel what I'm saying? And this is 60 pounds here, so. You gotta have something. So 55 pounds would be good for that, because I'm pretty, I don't know how much you weigh, but I'm like 173, 174. So I need that much weight to make me work. But if you like, you look like around like 140. Yeah, it's good work. It's good work. But you look like 140, so I would recommend, you know, a 40-pound dumbbell. I mean, a 40-pound kettlebell if you got one, or 55 pounds will make you work. That'll keep you tight. You know what I mean? But you know what I really liked about your channel? Yeah, you look 140 to me. You look 140 to me, man. How much do you weigh? Now I'm curious. While you responded, I want to get this set knocked out. Oh my God. 105. Damn. 105. Damn, brother, you need yeah, fuck the 40. I mean, 40 would actually make you work, though. 40 would make you work, actually. But you gotta learn how to do it. So I would start with like a 20 pound. I would start with a 20 pound. If you do that. But yeah, like how
how they do rep ranges, right? Like whatever weight you got at home, just curl them to your max. So like whatever your max count is, and basically if you want to build strength, if you want to build strength, working hard is like 5 reps. If you want to build strength. Now if you want to build muscle, like it's somewhere around a range of 10 to 15 reps. 10 to 15 reps, 3 sets of 10 to 15, that's working, you know. And then anything more than that is basically the same thing. It's just the more muscle you're tearing. But to get stronger, you just gotta lift heavy shit. So right now I guess I'm just doing a hybrid of it. So I'll lift more than my body before. And yeah, that's good. 135 is really good. Squats at 225. That's really good. But as far as training, I got a lot of upper body weight though. Damn, you know how to do a muscle up, bro? I don't know how to do a muscle up. But I do got my rings though. I do like to do workouts with my rings too. Yeah, bro. Yeah, you strong. But for you, honestly, for you it's like plyometrics really. You gotta be explosive, you know. So I think it's like, I don't know. There's so much you can do with your body. How old are you? If you don't mind me asking. I'm 27 years old. So I'm curious how old you are. You look now, if I had to guess your age, I would say you 15. I say you 15, 16. Maybe 17. Maybe 17. Too? Damn, I'm just wrong about you, man. Yeah, bro. Dude, honestly, just focus on, if I were you, I would focus on getting the high rep calisthenic counts for right now, you know, and just doing like a lot of jumping, like what you do with your kicks, a lot of plyo and explosive stuff. But like, if I were you, that's what I would be doing. I would just be working on getting explosive, that fast twitch, all that good stuff. Because in my mind, technique is king when it comes to martial arts. Now, if you want to look good, you know, I recommend everything. I recommend calisthenics, lifting, you know, lifting heavy, all that. I recommend all that if you want to look good. But if you want to be tailored towards martial arts, it's explosion, it's speed, it's reflexes. It rarely has anything to do with somebody being stronger than someone. You know, it's skill based. You gotta be strong. Like, but technique is king, man. Speed is king, man. Yeah, man. Explosiveness is, if you're explosive and fast, that's what gets the job done in martial arts, man. If you're explosive and you're fast, it's not about how big you are, you know. Cause like I would rather be like, in my mind, I would rather be more skillful than strong. If in the world of boxing, I would rather be more fat. I'd rather be faster than strong or like powerful, if that makes sense. I'd rather be faster because speed is power. So explosiveness is everything in my mind. But yeah, whatever you're doing, like it seems like you're doing everything just fine. Like you don't even need me telling you to do anything, really. Like what you do, chef's kiss. I love what you do, especially the way you throw your hooks. You have great combinations on the feet before you throw your kicks. I love the way you throw combinations. Like you're really, really sound at throwing your hooks and punches. Punches and bunches. I love the way you throw them. Like I really want to get like you for real. I'm being honest. But skills pay the bills, man. End of story. Could be 20 of those. Hold on. Yeah, man. Hold on, I'm gonna read that. In a second. Just a second. Yeah, I'm only 7 months in martial arts. 7 months. That's amazing. So I'm building my fight IQ and technique right now. I train strength on the side and everything. And I recommend these. I'm gonna show you something. I recommend these, bro. If you're gonna do now, if you want to compete in something, we can compete in these. So if we doing push-ups, right, you can clap them. Or like just pushing yourself off the ground. This will build explosiveness too. So if you're doing a push-up, stuff like that. Clapping push-ups, that'll build explosiveness, quickness. You can do like 3 sets of 10 of those. You'll be on your way to just building that reflected, like that fast twitch stuff all up here. That'll add a little bit of excitement to your workout. Clapping push-ups. Basically, I'll show you everything I got in here, bro. Like, I do dips on that. I got dumbbells right there. I got that green thing you see down there. That's my weight vest. Kettlebell. Laptop. I got my parallettes right there. And then my ab wheel. And then my, what are those? My rings, my calisthenic rings. See, you already do it. I could have guessed you did it. Explosive push-ups. But like you, for 7 months, do you ever want to compete? Or do you just like work in martial arts as like a form of exercise? Yeah, if you do bag work with the weight vest on, you feel like a feather when you take it off. And for you, I recommend just like a 12-pounder. Get you a 12-pounder, you'll feel like a feather when you take that thing off. But yeah, man, do you want to compete or just work out? kind of competition is great competition. Like how I see it is everybody wants to be, in my mind, everybody wants to be professional. And it's like competition is competition, man. If you could fight somebody that trains just like you do, you know, you build yourself up. And everybody goes through amateur till they get professional. And your idea might change, you know. You might be like, damn, I'm smoking everybody at amateur. I might want to try to see what these professionals are like, you know. But for right now, my coach don't want me competing for another year, but also I should be boxing because I train kicks all on. Okay, so if you had your first competition, would you box or would you try to do a kickboxing competition? I seen you throw an elbow too, so let me know, Muay Thai, boxing, or kickboxing for your first competition if you could choose. Yeah, man. Reps on reps on reps. You know that's how the game works. Reps on reps, reps on reps on reps. Thousands of them. And I see you already, so if you know that part, you can't go wrong, man. Yeah, kickboxing. I did boxing for like a couple years, so and I never threw a leg kick. Well, I have. I don't take it as hate. Nah, trust me, I'm not. Once you hang around a little bit more, I'm not a gatekeeper to any sport because there's so many different martial arts, you know. But it's like to me, it's just like religions too. There's so many different religions to believe, but they all believe in one thing, which is a higher power. But in martial arts, they all believe in one thing, which is skills, IQ, everything. It all leads up to one thing. No matter what martial art you're doing, it all leads up to who is more skilled. Am I more skilled at this or this? So I don't have a problem with people who prefer one martial art or the other. It doesn't bother me not one bit. Because if I were, because I do jujitsu as well. So if I were just to say I wanted to box, I would make sure that nobody would be able to take me down. But how am I going to prevent that if I only train boxing? So I believe that there is no superior martial art. And I feel like that's why like the MMA exists, right? It's to test which martial art is the best. And if you noticed, when people only do jujitsu, they get wrecked now. There's ways to beat them, especially if they're trying to pull guard in an MMA fight. You know, the people who do body slams and all type of shit. So now I don't think that there is no superior martial art, especially, and it just depends on where you are, right? Like if you're at the bar and you get into a street fight with somebody and one person knows any martial art versus that person that doesn't know anything, they might die. So, you know, you just gotta be, as long as you know something, as long as you're training something to prepare for anything, like I respect all of it. You know, you can say you do capoeira, which is that like they bounce on their hand and throw kicks like this. You can do that. But if you fight somebody who doesn't know that, they might be fucked. You know what I mean? So, nah, man. But if someone hating on you for preferring kickboxing, they probably don't even train. Yeah, bro. Like my favorite hybrid, like, cause I feel like boxing is incomplete too. You know, my legs are completely immobile. Like, I know distance better than most people, so I won't I won't count boxing out, right? But I will say, bunch of people always people talking crap, but a lot of them don't honestly train. Yeah, man. And another thing, if somebody's hating in your life, take this, take this and run with it, okay? When you go live and somebody says something bad about you, let them stay. Let them stay, unless they like spamming, then you gotta block them. But let them stay. Let them stay. Let them say what they're gonna say. Because at the end of the day, they're watching you. So if they say something crazy, they're watching you. Let them watch you. Don't give them the thought that you have my attention. You can acknowledge it, laugh at it, but don't block them. Let them watch you. That feels so much better than giving them the satisfaction of, oh, I got a reaction out of them. Let them watch you. Let them say some crazy shit. And play with them. And you'll learn the longer you go live. Just play with them. It's all a game, man. And they're watching you at the end of the day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let them watch, man. And like for example, they say a lot of bullshit in Chris's live. And the one thing I will say, if I'm there, I just say stop hating. It's bad for you. Show some love. Stop hating. And then if they continue, then, you know, I let it ride out. Usually other people block them, but I hardly ever block them. It's when they say some weird shit, like some really weird shit. Like they bring up like some baby oil or some shit. Like I'll be like, all right, man, you tripping. Like, or if they say some racist shit, like that's when I get them out of there. But other than that, if they saying, oh, you suck. Like in my streams, it don't happen a lot, but I usually just let it ride out. If they say you're bad or something, all right, I'll let it ride out. So, for sure, brother. For sure. But no, man. Honestly, I can truly say like after your 7 months, like you make me want to get back to my gym. Like it was an issue that went on with my gym. Um, they had us sparring hard 3 times a week, and his son was more experienced than me. So after going to this new gym, I had my first concussion in training. So that's when I knew, we weren't training the right way. Because at my old gym, I never had a concussion or any injury. Like I injured my hands and my ankle at my other gym, but that was for me, you know. But I had my first concussion at the new gym I went to, and I stopped going. I just decided to do workouts at home. So like with you, like your skills, man, you are just really, really good. Like I want you to know that you're really, really good. But don't let my compliment water you down. Like there's a lot of work to be done for sure. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Hold on. I got a phone call. Can anyone hear me? Please, please be here. Please be here. Please be here. Please come back. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear Taryn? Can anyone hear me? Oh, yes. You're back. Yes. I had a phone call. It was important. I had to make sure that my boy was good. But yeah. Yeah, for sure. Don't let up. And that's good, bro. That's good. But just know like I can see it. But it is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And you can't let up ever. You can't let up ever. It's like once you start, you may hit a dip, but you can't backslide. Don't take months off, none of that. And I'm sure you hear that shit all the time. And if you do, that means there's some truth to it. Trust me. Trust me. But yeah, man, one of my favorite things that you do, bro, like it ain't even about boxing. Because what you do is you do this shit. Like you do something. You do this move, right? So you will be here, you will hit a boom, and then like after you kick, you'll bring your foot out, and then you will turn around. That's some of the smoothest shit I've ever seen. Like you will hit this kick, boom, you will hit the bag, bring your foot out, and then turn back. Do you know what I'm doing? Cause bro, that shit is so clean. I'll be like, boom, and then he'll be right back. I don't know what that is, but that's some nasty shit. Hell yeah, that back kick. Yeah, that back kick is crazy. If you ever have, if you ever have a fight, if you ever have a match anywhere around like the Iowa, Chicago, St. Louis, any of those areas like Iowa, Chicago, St. Louis, let me know. I would love to go to your first fight if it's ever around those areas because I don't know where you at, but I'm in the Midwest, so I'm in Illinois. So if you around any of those areas, I'd love to see you come fight. I'd love to come see you fight, bro, for sure. Whatever you're doing, boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, it don't matter. Yeah, man. I need to get me a bag. That's what I need. See, I could do some shit like that. I just ain't got a bag. Oh, word. In Texas. Yeah, man. Like if you ever travel, bro. If you ever travel to like St. Louis or Chicago or Iowa, if you ever do any traveling, bro, you know, just hit a comment in my YouTube or something. Just be like, yo, I got something going on here in St. Louis, Chicago or Iowa. Like, let me know, cause I will pull up on you if I can. And what gym do you train out of in Texas? I appreciate you, dog. For real. Cause I love this community of like just fighters. Like we're just finding each other, you know. I love it. I love it. It's just like, you know, people learning how to fight, people who've been in training, you know what I'm saying? Or been boxing. Man, it may be shit. By the way you looking, I would have thought it was the biggest gym there. Cause you got skills for 7 months, man. Serious skills. Like, you know, and again, kickboxing is different. You know what I'm saying? But your punches, bro, you can punch. No doubt about it. You can punch. Fort Bend boxing. Fort Sparring partner. He's really good at boxing. He's my partner. But he's a boxing also, so he has that like you. So it's just, so he's just sharpening you up. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun to spar you. It'll be fun to spar you, man. Cause I know you fast. You fast. You see, and that's like my kind of style, bro. Like, oh, so it's like a hole in the wall type spot. Man, it's crazy. Oh wow. Yeah, man. It's in you, bro. It's in you, bro. You better believe it. It's in you. It's just now, since you're training, you just gotta bring it out. Yeah, man, that's dope. He's in the Marines, martial arts instructor. You know what he instructs? Or is it like Krav Maga? Is it what kind of combat? It is, bro. It is, bro. It's already there. Whatever you envision, it's already there. It's already there. It's just something to be brought out. Like, that's what you gotta understand. It's already there. It just has to be brought out. You don't control when it comes out, but that's where it's like you're in control of showing up. You're in control of doing the work. And when it gets brought out, it may surprise you. You know, it's just like you're working, 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 you're working. Boom. Then it just comes out like what you've been noticing, you know, what you've been feeling, what you've been thinking about, how skilled you are. It just comes out, but it's random. But not a lot of people make it to that point, you know. But it's just so much. There's so much to be learned, and it's best to be in that state of, you know, I don't know how good I can be. It's good to be right there mentally. I don't know how good I can be, so I'm gonna just keep going. So that's where it's like that's a good place to be at, honestly. Because if you think you're good already, you know, you might be limiting yourself. I'm guilty of that, you know. I was like, I'm good enough. I throw my left hook really well. That slowed me down because I thought I was good enough. You know, stay curious about what you're learning. Always be curious. You know, always try to figure out just a little bit more detail. You know what I'm saying? Almost anything. You know, instead of stay down. For sure, for sure. So we like mix of wrestling. Those are my two favorite martial arts, boxing and wrestling. I like wrestling too. I'm gonna hang out for another like 3 or 4 minutes before I hop off here. But I'll holler at you for a little bit longer. We know the most aspect, we know the most participate in the learning to refine yourself. As they should. You know? That's where you're supposed to pull from. Especially when, you know, your life is in other people's hands, you know what I mean? Yeah. When your life is in other people's hands, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you gotta teach the strong points, you know, what you're good at. Because if you teach from a place of, we're learning together, that's kind of dangerous, especially in the military. You ever thought about serving before? Hey man, that's a lifelong decision, man. You know? But yeah, but you're only 14, you know. Really, really, you really should think about it right now. You know, just focusing on school and getting good grades and stuff like that. Whether or not you want to go to college or maybe fighting takes off. But, you know, you still young, man. So you got time to think about that kind of stuff. But yeah, you know, and then it boils down to what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, don't put too much pressure on yourself just yet. You know what I'm saying? When you get older, it'll build, but right now you ain't gotta worry about it. But yeah, I thought about it. I never thought about the Marines. I never thought about the Marines, but I did want to go to the Navy once upon a time. And then what stopped me from going? I think it was I think what stopped me from going was I was like, man, like I wanted money. I wanted money, and I was like, that ain't the right reason to go enlist. I didn't think wanting more money was the right reason to go enlist. You know, my heart wasn't in protecting the country, so you know, I was just in it because they offered money, and I was like the wrong mindset. So that's what kept me from going. You know, I respect all the troops and everybody who go in and fight for the country, man. Like I respect them on a whole different level. You know, that's deeper than anything. So you know, it wasn't I didn't have the right idea about it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I'm about to get off here, man. Um, I'm glad you pulled up, and I'm definitely gonna be in. I saw you live, but it was repeating. So like, I kept cutting it out, and it kept repeating over and over again. But I was there for sure. So yeah, usually when I see you live, I pull up. So until next time, brother. Yeah, for sure. I did catch myself. But yeah, until next time, man. I'll see you on the next one, man. You be smooth out there, Seabass.